Imagine a scenario where an employee uploads a receipt for an out-of-pocket expense. In that scenario, Apron allocates this expense to the individual who submitted it instead of the original supplier. Just like now, when I have done it, Apron allocated it to myself. When you publish it to your accounting software, you can also then do the payouts on Apron. Let's take a look at this end-to-end process. I'm going to publish them all and then move to the Pay tab. Here you see several expenses that have been processed and published. Now I can select them and do the payout, similar to any other payment I would do in Apron. And then again, if employees have a lot of expenses that they need to be reimbursed for, you can do a payout in a batch here so easily. You can create also a separate approval workflow for the expenses, specifically if you require multi-stage approvals for reimbursements, which some clients may need to have. Lastly, you can also batch send them all remittance advice when the payments are completed so that they know exactly what they have been paid for. Now let's go ahead and do it together. So I will select all of these expenses, click Pay for Bills, choose the payment method that will be pulled from your accounting software. I will review the payment here in Payment Details. I will see this auto-generated payment reference. I will see the opportunity to group by payee. Here I can see that this is toggled on, which means that Tanya here will only receive one payment of the subtotal instead of 4 separate payments for each reimbursement that we're making. I can also edit the payee reference here and say whatever it is I want to specify. I can also just say expenses. Then I go ahead and click continue. Here we're being warned that the bank account doesn't match the details. That's because I just didn't enter my actual bank details, so that will continue anyway. Here, when we review the payment, we can either pay or we can assign approvers. For example, we can add Tanya's direct manager, and then here in the payer, we will add the business owner who would actually have the bank account access. That way, the manager would be able to approve because they would have more context on the employee's actual spendings, and then the business owner wouldn't need to worry about it. They will just know that Tanya's manager approved it, and then they will go ahead and pay because they would have the bank account access.